Just quickly to the Commissioner, if we can, how frustrating is it for you to watch your colleagues, your members, lining up for sometimes hours outside of hospitals as that bottleneck happens in emergency departments trying to get COVID patients into hospitals? And secondly, is there a chance we're going to see people dying as they wait in ambulances, or indeed they can't get into ambulances because there's so many of them trapped at hospitals in queues?
The critical thing that I would say to that is I know that every doctor, every nurse and every paramedic in this state is doing the best they can to look after their patients. So the fact is, it's a reality that they have to be super cautious when dealing with patients who potentially will contaminate them and other patients in the hospital. And it does take a long time. We do know that some weeks ago there were some significant delays that were being experienced right across the board, and that was largely due to the need to adapt and change models of care. We've seen a lot of improvement in that area, but there is absolutely no doubt there are still long, extensive delays. And look through the eyes of a paramedic for 5 minutes, sitting there in full PPE, you literally are drenched to the skin, waiting to process the patient through into hospital. It's very frustrating, but they are doing it for the right reasons and for the safety of the patients and the paramedics.
On that ramping issue though,
last question.
On that, she frightened me. On that ramping issue though, it is, I understand that there are still a number of ambulances where the calls are lights and sirens that are having to wait, a number of calls going out, and there's not enough staff right now. Are you concerned that we are at a critical point right now, and do you have enough right now to cover the situation that is going on?
So critically important. We've actually been ramping up the staffing right through since April of this year. We've literally done back-to-back internships, and tomorrow another 60 interns start on the road with New South Wales Ambulance. So to put this into perspective for you, I know we're 20 crews additional tomorrow than what we would normally put out across the metropolitan area. That's a combination of the surging of the interns, and it's also the fact that we offered voluntary recall for leave. And I think this is testament to the calibre of people that work at New South Wales Ambulance. I made that decision last Saturday afternoon, and by Monday morning 50 paramedics had returned from leave voluntarily to man the front line. It's fantastic to see.
Mr. Hazard, the question on, in terms of how long will people that haven't received the vaccine kind of be shut out of society effectively? Like, do you anticipate like 6 months?
I'm sorry, what's the question again?
How long do you anticipate people that aren't vaccinated to be kind of cut off from the rest of New South Wales?
Well, first of all, that's your assumption and your coloured summary, which is not necessarily right. Can I just say the issue is quite simple. If you want to keep yourself safe, if you want to keep your family safe, if you want to keep the community safe, we all have it in our hands to go and get vaccinated. We've laid out very clearly that's what's necessary and that's what we all should do. And can I say that the 70% target of double vaccination is this first major step to back to our normal lives, and it's freedom. And I would just say, everybody go and get vaccinated. Thank you.